Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first live. I'm going to get started on my own, my first live on my own. Let's see here. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Hi, sons of God. Welcome. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Yes, a surprise. Blessings, guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good morning from Australia. Wonderful. So today, I just want to make sure that we get the basics down of what's going on with the Flare network, and we're just going to get started. Hi guys, welcome. And please put where you're viewing from. I'd love to see that. But this is my first live, so bear with me. I've only done this StreamYard with Sharon previously, and once with Marcus. I did a live with Marcus. So hopefully it goes smoothly. Welcome, welcome, guys. Okay, well, let me see if I can share my screen. Can you guys see, I'm going to put up an X post. Can you guys see this X post? That's not going to work. Let me see how I want to do this. Yay, you're able to mint FXRP. Jose, wonderful. You can't see it. Let me show again. Can you guys see that? When I flip on that? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to go ahead and read the posts. And that way, and maybe I can stream it from this side. You know what? Let me try this. Okay, share screen. Share. Okay, now can you see the X post about Hugo Filion? Let me know. Can you see this X post, or do you just still see me? Okay, that's okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we will, you know what, I'm just going to do a clip of this, and then you can see it. I did that the other day. Okay, here we go. We're going to get started. Okay, here we go. This is how I'm going to have to share. So I woke up first thing on Saturday morning, and I opened up my X app, and this was the very first post that the Holy Spirit showed me on Saturday. And it says, who's getting an ETF first, Flare or XRP? It appears that both will. It looks like as of October 31st, we had a ETF filing, a Flare spot ETF filing. And I wanted to bring this up because what will happen if this gets approved come the first week or so of January is more FLR is going to be taken off the market. So just to give you an idea, what an ETF is. So Tokurium Trading LLC, or Tokurium Trading LLC, a well-established commodity ETF provider known for products like the Bitcoin and XRP futures ETFs, filed for a U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the first spot exchange traded ETF for FLR. And so, you know, we were all talking about, is it a possibility that maybe FLR is hard to come by at some point? And so I wanted to bring this up, that here we are looking at a spot ETF that actually locks up more FLR, and the FLR ETF could significantly, this is what Grok said, the FLR ETF could significantly tighten circulating supply by requiring the fund to purchase and hold billions of FLR tokens off exchanges to back its shares, creating a classic supply shock similar to Bitcoin's ETF, which drove 15 to 20% reserve depletion on platforms like Coinbase. Now, with FLR's circulating supply at approximately 78 billion tokens, only about 20 to 30% of that is actually liquid. And so most of FLR is locked up. And so I wanted to bring this up, that if something like this were to be approved come January, we may see FLR start leaving the exchanges quickly. So be aware, keep your eye on it, and we will talk about it more. But it definitely will add to the TVL, the total value locked. Okay, next on the agenda, let me move this over and I will show you this. And we're going to get into Bifrost wallet. We're going to get into the navigating on the inside. And even if you don't have a Bifrost wallet, you can see what I do on the inside of this Bifrost wallet, and you will be able to hopefully do some of the same things on your wallet. But Bifrost is the easiest to navigate because there's lots of videos on it and I can teach on it. So I'm going to teach on Bifrost, but I'm hoping that we all expand out from there. But just a second. Oh, where did that go? Another thing, I'm not sure if you saw, and I lost it. Just a second. I'm not sure if you guys saw that David Schwartz, which just left Ripple, he posted that XRP is really the only asset that can't be clawed back, cannot be held, or, you know, when we were all worried about, and we're still worried about governments potentially seizing assets in the future, or, you know, how Bitcoin was seized from those truckers up in Canada or held or whatever it was. Well, David Schwartz made it very clear that XRP is the only one that can be traded in all markets that can't be clawed back. And so if you were thinking about why the Lord would lead us to XRP, it is because of that reason. Plus, you add in FLR, now you have an also permissionless blockchain with that XRP token. So the Lord knows what he's doing here. And if I can find that clip, I just lost it. If I can find it, I'll bring it back. But I want to go ahead and get started on what I really want to show today. Okay. Image file. Let's see if I can do this. I'm having problems navigating this. Just a moment. Okay. Hi all, welcome. I am just getting my screens up here and I'm going to navigate the Bifrost with you real quick if I can do this. Let's see. Okay. Actually, before I do that, real quick, I wanted to make sure that we are on board and we knew exactly what the Flare token is. So Flare is the native cryptocurrency token for the Flare network. Flare powers the network. It pays the fees. It's the gas. It's every transaction, every smart contract you interact with, the bridge you interact with, all needs to be paid in FLR tokens. You can also wrap your FLR and delegate your FLR. And I'm going to show this. This will happen right inside the Bifrost wallet, and you can start earning on your FLR right inside your Bifrost wallet or any of your wallets if this option is available. So you'll wrap and delegate. I'll show you how to do that. And when you do that, you also get yourself set up for flare drops. So every month, there is snapshots of our wallets taken, and whatever wrapped flare we have, we get the equivalent in that month's flare drop. And so there's 4 flare drops left. If you get in right now, you can possibly, I believe, still get in for November. It just started the locking process on November 1st. So if you buy FLR, bring it into your wallet, wrap it, and delegate it, you will you'll actually start earning not only FLR every 3.5 days that gets put into your wallet, but you'll also earn the monthly flare drops, and there's 4 more. There was a total of 36. And just to show you how long I've been talking about Flare, I've been talking about Flare Network from the Lord did not let us miss one flare drop from the very beginning. At least my channel, whoever caught me back then, started getting flare drops way back then. And so they've been adding up their FLR. But if you haven't, don't worry. You're still early, and I'm glad you're here. But also know that your Flare tokens that you bring makes you a citizen of this network. And so each Flare token has a detachable vote that you can use to vote on things within the network. And I will give you the link for that at the it's actually in the video description right now. Everything I talk about today is in the video description when it comes to step-by-step of the Bifrost wallet. So I have videos linked in there that you can easily follow each step, and I'm going to manually show you it by some snapshots I took of the inside of my Flare wallet. Okay, so let's see if I can go ahead and do this. Give me 1 second. And do know I didn't mess up on something, or I didn't completely describe what the tokenomics of the FLR token are. It is an inflationary token. It has 100 billion FLR that was dropped at Genesis, and it's inflationary. It's at 5% a year, but then there's Flare burns that actually burn some of that as well. And in the inflation, the way they do it with the amount of total value locked, you'll see that it's very possible that we could have a supply shock on exchanges with how much gets locked up of FLR. 70% of the assets right now, the circulating supply, are locked, is the way I understand it. Okay. Now, let me see if I can show you this. I want to show you, before we get into the Bifrost wallet, the Flare rich list. Okay. Okay, you guys see that? And welcome everyone. And again, bear with me. This is my first live and I'm just learning this new StreamYard system. But I want to give you an idea. What do people own in FLR tokens? So if you were to make gains and wanted to buy a good chunk of FLR for your personal use long-term, and that again is not financial advice, not investment advice, and you have to make this decision with the Lord if you decide to buy FLR and use it for your XRP yields. But these are just to give you an idea, because people are asking me, how much FLR am I going to buy? Well, there was a dream that Roberto, and I think I have a clip of that. I'm going to put it up. He put on Telegram. He said that he was watching a demonstration of a Flare, a lady teaching on Flare, and she said how she lived on 200,000 Flare tokens. So the minimum I put up here is a sailfish, and that's 500,000 minimum tokens. Okay, so just to see what are people owning. Blue Whale has over 100 million tokens, and Orca 50 million to 100 million. But I am thinking that if we can gather, when we make gains, some good chunks, maybe down here at the bottom, then this chart, you might want to take a snapshot just so you have an idea when you make gains where you would fit on this list. Okay, if it's important to you to know how much other people have and to be in the top at some point, you know, and I'm not sure where we will be. I'm not sure how much we'll be able to get off exchanges when we make gains, and with the ETF, with institutions starting to bring XRP over to Flare Network, so much FLR is going to need to be locked up. So I wanted to show you this just so you can kind of start processing in your brain, where do I want, how many Flare tokens do I want to have? Again, your ability to interact with this network has to do with how much FLR you have. Okay. Now, here are the top exchanges that hold FLR, because I want you to know where you can get it when you're in need of it. Just a moment. Here we go. Okay, so MEXC has the most Flare holdings for a centralized exchange. Gate.io, Coinbase, we have Kraken, a lot of us are on Kraken, and KuCoin, Uphold, Bitrue, BingX. All you guys have to do is please use AI and use the most decentralized AI you can find. Right now I use Grok. Hopefully someday we'll have our own AI based on Flare data that comes in, the decentralized data, who knows? But we have to always, you know, try to use and reward those that do use or have decentralized data in their AI, because you know AI can be programmed. So we want to make sure we're using that. That's just a little tip from Kelly. But here's the exchanges that hold the most. If you started seeing them go, you know, take a snapshot of this, you know who has the most, to please go. If you have any of these exchanges, you can buy it and send it over to your wallets, okay? I wanted to show you that. Let's go to the next. Okay. And unfortunately, I thought I had this all saved properly to show you all, but the way it's making me do it is not as easy. So let's get started with the Bifrost wallet. And remove from Studio. Okay. we go. And guys, again, this is just going to be, we're navigating the Bifrost wallet. We need to start kind of getting to know the inside of our wallets and how we can make them work for us. And yes, you can stake Flare on Uphold, but then you are using a centralized exchange. You can stake Flare right from your wallet too, okay? I'm not gonna show you that today, but we will do all ways to earn in a few videos, in a couple more videos here. So this is the front page of one of my wallets, okay? This is the main page. When you get to this page, you're going to go to this blue arrow at the bottom, okay? And from there, you're going to see this. Let's see this. Remove. So blue arrow. Then we're going to try, let's see if this one pops up. Okay, this should go faster now. Here we go. Image file. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. Okay, so you hit the blue arrow, you're going to hit receive, right? And when you get to that, this is where you're going to receive your FLR. You can receive your XRP. So the first thing you do is you go to the blue arrow, you hit receive, and then you're going to choose the token. Like, this is just very basic information. But I don't want to miss this because some people have never seen the inside of the wallet, and I want to make sure that they're not intimidated to navigate this wallet. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, goodness, guys, this is not the way I wanted to do it. Okay, so we got the receive. Just a minute, let me remove that. Here we go. Oh, I'm not sure if this is going to work. I may have to come on and do this differently. Give me just a moment, guys. Guys, just a moment, and if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to do this differently. Okay. I'm not sure why I can't do this. Let me try something different. Image file. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. Give me just a moment. Okay, can you guys see that? I hope so. It looks like you can. It should be it should just say FLR, and it shows flare, wrap flare, stake flare. Can you see that on my other screen? No. Okay. There. Yay! I got it. I got it. I figured it out. Okay. I think I got this now. Okay, guys. So back up. This is okay. So now you're seeing it on the main page. This, I'll say, when you get to, so the blue arrow at the bottom of the Bifrost, then you're going to hit receive. Then you're going to type in whatever asset you wanted to receive. And then you're going to see FLR, or you could type in XRP here, and that's going to be your receive address. Okay. Oops. Okay, let me get the next one. Okay, a lot of moving parts and pieces here. So. Share screen. Okay, so easy peasy, you're going to type in whatever asset you're going to, if it's Flare, FLR, then you're going to have this screen pop up, and you've seen this before. You just tap to copy your address. And this is what the address that you're going to take over to your exchange so you can transfer your FLR that you buy. Okay, so if you go to one of those centralized exchanges, you need to transfer your FLR. This is how you do it. You go to the blue arrow, you hit receive, you type in FLR, and you copy your address, right? That's very simple crypto 101. Okay. Now, from there, you're going to I've got it now. Yay. Okay. So now you have some Flare tokens in your wallet. Okay. So this main screen is going to pop back up. This is your main window. You got some Flare. So I'm going to click on my Flare. And then I am going to do this. Okay, share this window. There you go. So then you're going over to the blue dots. Okay, so you've clicked on FLR. Okay, and when you click on Flare, you come to this secondary window and you're going to see these 3 blue dots at the top. With these 3 blue dots, you can wrap your FLR, okay? Because we want your FLR. In some circumstances, you're always going to keep some FLR in your wallet, okay? So keep some in your wallet because you need that for transaction fees. You never want to mint all, or you won't have you don't want to wrap all because then you won't have your transaction fees available, or your regular FLR available to for transaction fees. So always leave a little bit, but you can wrap right from here. And guess what happens then? Now you're earning Flare drops, and now you're going to be, in a minute, we're going to be delegating our vote, and we're earning FLR every 3.5 days. That comes right into our wallets, okay? So first step, get some Flare in your wallet. Second step, wrap it, okay? Then we're going to do this. So how many FLR do I want to wrap? I wrapped 100 in this example. And all you have to do, I'm just showing you every screen so you guys know step by step how it works. Wrap that Flare. Always leave a little FLR on the side, maybe a lot of FLR on the side, depends on what you're going to be doing with some of your Flare. You might want to wrap, some of it you might want to actually lend to some of the pools, which we'll talk about on another day. But for now, I would just wrap a good chunk of it so you are starting to earn every 3.5 days until we learn the other ways. The APY I saw was like, I want to say 4 to 6% that you end up earning on from wrapping and delegating. So I think I just saw that. I've never really paid much attention. So your airdrops are going to come from whatever percentage of the pool that, for all the people that have wrapped Flare, and whatever percentage you get out of that airdrop or that drop, monthly drop, is what you will get. There is a way to figure it out, but I'll tell you, I don't know off the top of my head. So then you're going to wrap your Flare. Of course, you're going to sign your transaction. And this is, here you can see why you need unwrap Flare. Because when you do that, every time you do something like wrap or delegate or use a protocol, you're going to have a little tiny bit of FLR is going to come out of your wallet, okay? And you're going to have to confirm those transactions. So this is the gas fee, okay? Remove. Again, sorry guys, I would have done this on a live video, and actually I still might do a recorded video with my voice and going through my wallet. but I wanted to do this today and just jump on here real quick. This will not be a long video. So next, we are going to delegate, okay? And here is very simple. 3 dots again, hit delegate, okay? So you're going to be delegating your wrapped flare. And let me show you what that looks like. Okay. And I have some kids coming in from school, so hopefully they are not too loud. Okay, so here we are. This is what the back end of your wallet looks like. This is what the back end of Bifrost looks like. So you can wrap right on this. When you hit the delegate button, you can basically do most things in this back area. You can go ahead and wrap some more FLR if you like. But the most important thing I want to show you here is the delegations. You see there, 2 of 2. And you see Vote Power, Price Kraken and AU. Those are data providers that I delegate my Vote Power to, so they will go out and get all those price feeds that we need for the network, okay? So there is a list of delegators you can choose from. There is also a way to figure out who's the best. Right now, I would ask AI, say, out of all the data providers on Flare, who has room and who's getting the best rewards, and just ask, and then I would delegate to those 2 and then do more research in the future, and keep your eye on who you want to delegate to, because there's over 100 data providers that you can delegate to. If they don't bring in the best price feeds, they may not get, their rewards might not be as high, things like that. So keep an eye on how the delegation works. But let me show you what the button looks like when you get in there, because you're not going to see any delegations yet. So let me show you what yours will look like. Share screen. Okay. So when you get into this, it's just going to be blank, and you're going to add a data provider or 2. You can do 1 and put 100% of your vote power towards 1, or you can do 50% towards 2. Let me show you how that looks. Okay, so those data providers are who bring in the data for the network, and we're rewarding them by giving, each flare has a detachable vote. And so we're rewarding them with our detachable votes. And this is what the list of delegators look like. So you're just going to have a list like this, and it goes on, because like I said, it's like 100 of them. And so just choose 1 or 2. 2 would spread out your risk, that, you know, you're going to be getting the percentage, a higher percentage. But again, those get rewarded every 3.5 days. Now, there is something you may want to do, and in the back of this wallet, you can set up auto claim, which I love, because I would not remember to claim my rewards and reinvest them every time I get them. And so I put on auto claim. It does charge a little bit FLR, but I choose to do that, and I've done that for a few years now, or however long I've been delegating. And I wanted to make sure that you guys realize, in the Bifrost wallet, not all wallets have it, but they do have auto claim, and you can click that on right in that back part where you're delegating. Okay, let me click off of this, remove. And I think I'm just going to throw up a video, a recorded video of my screens, my Bifrost wallet, and I'll add in a audio navigation, a very simple one, since this isn't going as planned, but you know, that's how live streams can go. Okay, so this is what it'll look like after you actually add your 50%. Okay, so here I chose Price Kraken as one of my delegators. I put 50% goes towards him, and then the AU, I put 50% towards them. And that's what it looks like. And then I signed my transaction. And of course, anytime you do anything, you need a little FLR. So everything's, yes, use your phone for Bifrost. Your Bifrost wallet, it's in my notes. So just go to this video's notes. You're going to go to your phone's app store, okay, and download Bifrost wallet. Again, Bifrost is the easiest for me to teach. And so I don't want all of us to be in the same wallet, but also I want to make sure that everybody gets a wallet. So for right now, I'm going to teach it like this. And then my expectations are that you all are going to, like I, go out and get a few more wallets eventually and spread out my FLR between those wallets, okay? Now, here's really what I wanted to show you too, because this is very convenient. And most may not know this, but I want to make sure you all do. And I'm not sure if all the wallets have this, but if they do, you're going to want to do this. Share screen. Share. Okay. Oh, you can't see it. There you go. So you see down here, right beside the blue arrow are the 4 squares. Those 4 squares are where you can add bookmarks. So I have all my protocols, my FAsset minting page bookmark, and then I have all my protocols bookmark. Okay, so just let me show you what it looks like. Share screen. Here we go. Okay, so I come up to this top here and I typed in the FAsset minting page. Okay, I went to the FAsset minting page, and in the very top right corner, you can save each of these protocols and they will just show up in your wallet. So if I want to go lend to Kinetic Market, I can click on Kinetic Market. It'll take me right to their interface and I will connect my wallet. If I want to earn on more markets, I click on more markets and I will go there. If I want to mint XRP to FXRP, I'm going to the FAssets main page there. And so let's see if this is it. Okay, here we go. This will show you one. Here's the FAsset minting page. Okay, so I came up here. I typed in that URL right inside the 4 squares in my wallet. I typed in fassets.au.cc. This is one of the minting pages. There are 2. You can use either one. And then I went up to the 3 dots and I added bookmark, okay? So if you do that, please go to this page first, bookmark it, and if you scroll down, all of the protocols like Kinetic and ENOSYS loans and Firelight will eventually be there. But at the bottom of this FAsset minting page, remember I showed you that you could access all of the protocols at the bottom here, and it looks like this. looks like this. This is at the very bottom of that first FAsset page, so the minting page. If you scroll down, you don't have to go and potentially find all the links to Kinetic, to ENOSYS, to BlazeSwap, to more markets, to SparkDex. Just come down here and click Open App, and then you can save each of these protocols with the 3 dots at the top. So save the FAsset minting page, scroll down, click on Kinetic, open to the Kinetic page, hit the 3 dots, and that will save in your wallet too. Then hit Enos, hit the 3 dots, and that will save in your wallet too. So I just want to make sure that you understand that all of your protocols and your FAsset minting page can be inside of your wallet, that you don't have to go search for links ever again. And you could potentially grab the wrong link, like someone that has trying to get you to go to the wrong FAsset minting page. So make sure you bookmark. Yes, it's awesome. Okay, perfect. You guys are getting it. Let's see if I got any others I wanted to share. First one, nope. Okay. And I think that's about it for what I had that was most important. Oh, I know. I'll go back to this. We're going to do a video on how to mint FAsset, but just know in the video description today, I have videos for all of this. So how to set up your wallet, how to wrap and delegate FLR. It's all on the list, okay? I also have, how to mint your XRP to FXRP. It's in the video description. So another reason I wanted to go live today was because I wanted to kind of list everything out step by step by step. Set up your wallet, fund it with Flare and XRP, wrap and delegate your FLR inside your wallet, okay? Not all of it. Always use some Flare, keep Flare unwrapped for transaction fees. Maybe keep 100 FLR unwrapped for now. I don't know. Just a chunk. It's very small transaction fees, but you never want to accidentally wrap all your FLR or you won't be able to sign that transaction. So you're going to get XRP in your wallet. You're going to get Flare in your wallet. Once your XRP is in your wallet, you can also wrap, test it out. Again, we know with all of these dreams over the years that there is going to be some type of madness in the markets when the Lord brings us our gains. So is this the time to go all in, put all your XRP and put all your FLR into your wallet? I would say not. But what I think we need to do is start testing every bit of this. Test how to mint XRP. Test how to wrap, and wrapping and delegating your FLR is absolutely fine. That's inside your wallet. And wrap a good chunk of that and just start earning on that every 3.5 days. You can also stake your FLR, or you can add it to the FAsset minting pools, okay? And we will show you how to earn on your FLR another day. I will show you we'll talk XRP and FXRP another day, but just know everything that we talked about there's videos, links in my description, and you could literally do everything we just talked about and also go a step further and mint some of your XRP to FXRP. One of the main things I wanted to mention that's also in my video notes, anytime you come up and connect your wallet inside of an application, you need to disconnect your wallet, okay? So let me give you an example. Oops. Okay. have a good picture of it. But basically, if you're on any, here's one. Let me show you. Okay. Oh, where'd you go? Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Last thing I want to show you, then I'm going to get off and I'll just let you read my notes, which was the most important part to me, was to get you these video notes because they have links to step-by-step how to set up your wallets. Here we go, share screen. Oh, I think I do know how to do this now. Here, let me show you something. Okay. Here you go, guys. Hey, I got a website up. Next time I will be a little bit smoother. But you see this Connect wallet? If I do that, this is the FAsset minting page, okay? Let me just show you a couple things before I do that. You see home, mint, and pools, okay? And then come down a little bit and you see mint FAsset and view pools. That's where you're gonna change your XRP to FXRP under the mint FAssets, and the view pools. That's where you can lend FLR to the FAsset minting pools. Okay, and you earn XRP, I believe, daily with that. I do have some in, and I have not checked to see how much XRP I've earned, but that's where you do it. It's all on this page. Now, remember I said if you scroll down, you will see the protocols at the bottom. There you are. Now I can click on Kinetic. And if I was inside my Bifrost wallet, then I would click on this and I would add Kinetic to my bookmarks. And I would add ENOSYS loans and War Markets and BlazeSwap and SparkDex. And eventually Firelight's going to be down here as well. But do you guys want to see? I can connect my wallet. So here it is, Connect Wallet, Wallet Connect. You're going to see Flare mainnet. You want to make sure it's on Flare, not Songbird, which is the test network, and XRP. Connect. Okay. I'm going to connect my Bifrost wallet. Inside my Bifrost wallet, I'm going to go to the blue arrow and I'm going to scan this QR code. And right inside the blue arrow, there's a connect and there's a scanner for the QR code. So now I'm connecting my wallet. You got to sign the transaction on your wallet. And now I'm connected, okay? I can go mint some FAssets. I will do this for you. I will show you. Okay, mint. I'm just going to do one lot. One lot is 10 XRP, okay? One lot. I can change the agent if I want. I'm good with Nortso, or I can do AU or Bifrost. It does not matter to me. They're all good companies. And then I got to confirm with a little bit of Flare. I got to pay my gas fee in my wallet. So I'm signing my confirmation right now inside my wallet. And my XRP is being deposited on the XRPL. So it's locking my XRP in a vault on the XRPL. And it's minting FXRP on Flare Network. Okay. And this will just take a second. Oh, I need to confirm on my wallet. There we are. And so this is minting 10 FXRP right now. Thank you guys. I know this isn't the most exciting live stream, but we've got to learn, and I've got to learn. You've got to learn. We'll get through it. You guys are great. Thank you. You do need Flare, Denny. You need Flare to sign all your transactions. You will need Flare to participate in the system, in this ecosystem, this network. It's easy to wrap and unwrap Flare, absolutely, right inside your wallet under those 3 dots. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, King Karan Crypto is another great resource of Flare Network. Yes, I've used some of his clips. Mickey Bifrost has been teaching on Flare Network for years and has some great videos, but he actually is focusing on Firelight a lot. So if you want to go check him out, Mickey Bifrost. Again, these guys are not a part of our community, but the data right now, the information on Flare Network is flowing so fast that I think it's best just to use clips of everybody that's making them right now that are really involved. And I'll just bring them to you as the professionals make them because it's moving so fast, all the way things are coming out. New protocols are coming out and just new information. So I'll keep you guys updated, but I'll tell you, if you really want a step-by-step, I know a lot of people have emailed me and I apologize. I am so behind on my email. And I'll tell you, this summer I got behind. I've been behind on my email with this channel because my father was very sick this year, and he got Alzheimer's in, I think, 2021, or started in 2021, and he passed away this year. And so I am just behind completely. There we go, finished. So now I have FXRP in, but I want to show you, you can redeem very easy, okay? And you would just do this. I just did it earlier just to show you. It took seconds earlier. About the same. Now, if I wanted to add Flare to the pools, I'm going to do that for you too. Okay. So let's see here. So I already have some Flare in the pools, but let's say I want to go add some more. Let's put in 1,000 FLR. I got to confirm it on my phone right now, and it's charging me a little bit of FLR. Assets added to collateral pool. So there we are, guys. That is the FAsset minting page. That link is in my notes, okay? Again, save it, bookmark it, and then scroll down and save the protocols within your wallet if you're able to do that. And go and watch the videos if you haven't set up the Bifrost wallet or any other wallet yet. And I think those will make things very smooth for you. So that's basically all I had for today. I just wanted to make sure I got on here, gave you all the links, led you in the right direction. Make sure you are aware that there was a Flare ETF, spot ETF filed on 10/31, and we need to keep our eyes on that. And then you guys need to decide and pray on and ask the Lord is how much FLR you need. And when you make gains, if you need to be able to move fast, I want to make sure you guys know how to move fast. I want to make sure you know where to get FLR. I want you to make sure that you have your wallet set up that you can quickly navigate. Okay. And so that was my goal today. Sorry for the discombobulation of getting the websites together. I now know a little bit more, and I wish I could practice before I did these. Maybe I can do a live stream by myself and just test them out a little bit more. But thank you so much for being patient with me. I appreciate you all. I'm going to get back on and we'll do some more live streaming and answer your guys' questions as we go, okay? Are flare drops going to continue, or are they just, okay. So flare drops there was 36 initial flare drops, and they will end, we have 4 more. So November, December 1st, or December something. Oh, you know what? I do have all my flare drops. Here they are. Here's the remaining flare drops. Here we are. There we go. Okay. So November 1st, December 1st, December 31st, and January 30th. Those are the last 4. So it's whatever percentage of the wrapped flare you hold, it will know and will send you your corresponding percentage out of that drop. Okay. And so I don't know if I can zoom in on this. There's 676 million flare in each drop remaining. So that's the flare drops. So again, with your FLR for right now, wrap it, delegate it right inside your wallet, okay? Leave some FLR for transaction fees always. Learn how to mint a little bit of your XRP to FXRP. You can stake some FLR. There's staking. You can stake some of your FLR. That's another, that can be done right inside your wallet too. Under those 3 dots, there's a stake button. I personally just showed you how to enter into the FAsset pools. I like the pools because you also earn XRP from it. And I think that might be one of the institution strategies is think about how valuable we think XRP is going to be. And if you can earn daily from your flare, and don't quote me on this, I'm going to get some more details on what I believe it's just XRP that we earn that gets rewarded back. Oh, and just know when you're in these pools, it also recognizes you're getting, I believe you're getting drops and delegations with that in those pools. So the pool's actually getting your delegations and your drops, I believe. Is that correct? Does anybody know that right offhand? I believe so. I believe you still earn while you're in these pools. So some people didn't want to earn from the flare pools because they thought they were missing their delegation rewards and their flare drops, but I believe you do. I'll come back and let you know for sure. We'll talk more about that. Well, thank you guys for jumping on with me today and bearing with me. Sorry again, and we'll do better next time. Thanks again, and you guys have a wonderful evening. But I think we can do some live streams and get up to speed on Flare a little bit quicker than me doing a lot of editing on videos. So that's my goal. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Bye, guys.